So I wasn't actually anticipating making anything today, but I have been invited to a last minute virtual holiday New Year's murder mystery party that is 1920s themed. So you can see I have my hair set and I'm going to whip up a very cute 1930s style top from this, and I hope to have it done within an hour or so. So let's get started. I started by taking apart the skirt that this was once upon a time, and then just kind of draping the fabric on my dress form into a general sheath dress shape, because I know that that was very 1920s. I knew I could add a belt later to make it a drop waist dress, and I glanced at a few fashion plates, but I didn't use a pattern. I did the bare minimum of research because this was really just a quick little fun project for me to go to this virtual party. It was last minute and I wasn't going for historical accuracy, I was going for historical adequacy. So I started off by just draping the black velvet on my dress form and stitching it together and calling it good. For the sheer overlay, I did basically the same thing. I know that historically a lot of times you would have a more plain underdress and then kind of a flashier overdress, so I took the sheer fun purple and green and black fabric and just draped it over the top of the black velvet, and then cut a little v-neck into it, flipped it over, and it draped heavily on one side because I left it in skirt form. I just turned it sideways, but it made a really cool, very vintagey 1920s silhouette, and I just left it that way. To make sure the underdress fit me in the chest, I just measured around my upper chest under my arms with a bit of black lace that I had lying around, and then stitched that to the top. I put in a few little pleats where I needed to, just to make sure that it all fit and would stay up without too much difficulty and without adding straps, and added a zipper so that I could get it on and off because the lace meant that the velvet itself would no longer stretch. It worked out pretty well. Here we go. It took me like an hour or so, and I have a, let's call it historically adequate 1920s evening dress. Kind of. It's fine. So, like I said, this was for a really last minute Zoom murder mystery, and I put this together in about an hour and a half. The hair took longer, but I have never made anything
1920s before. I looked at a few fashion plates from the time and just kind of figured it out from there. It was really fun to just throw something together in like an hour with minimal pressure. And I think I'm going to try to do this more often because this was just a really fun little experiment. Jasper's eating a sock. So Happy New Year. May it be better than this one, and I hope to see you a lot more in 2021 than I did in 2020. We'll see if I actually get my life together enough to film more regularly. Bye, friends.